Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at how to use the Avada Performance Wizard. By the end of this video you'll understand how you can use the Performance Wizard to optimize your site and help get it a better load score. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all new Avada videos. Alright, let's jump in. I'm on the Avada Accountant website here. The content on this website is already optimized, but at this point, not all the unused options and elements etc. have been disabled, which will be contributing to a lower load score. So before we run the Performance Wizard, let's run a Lighthouse report to see what our current load score is. It's important to run the Lighthouse report on an incognito window as I'm using here, otherwise the scores will be affected by admin asset loading. I'll just right click and choose Inspect. And also, as it loads, this is the desktop site here, and we want to test the mobile scores, as Google uses mobile first indexing in its tests. So I'll just toggle the device toolbar and refresh this page, just to make sure I'm getting any specific mobile content. I want to use Moto G4 as the device, as that's what Google PageSpeed uses. I'm also on a very fast network here, so I will apply a bit of throttling to give us more of a conservative result. So now I'll head to the Lighthouse tab. I'll just choose Performance on mobile and generate the report. This will just take a few seconds. Now our load score here could be better, so let's see how much the Performance Wizard can improve this. As I mentioned, the content is optimized on this site, but in this case, some of the options that are enabled are not needed and would be slowing the site down. This is a perfect example of when to use the Performance Wizard. So let's head back into our logged in site and run the wizard. Okay, the Performance Wizard can be found at Avada Performance from the WordPress sidebar, or from Maintenance Performance Wizard from the Avada dashboard. As you can see on the start page, there are 7 steps in the wizard. There is also a button at the top from which you can run PageSpeed insights on your site to get an idea of your starting point before you begin the optimization process. We've already done that with the Lighthouse report as I'm on a local server here, but this tool should give pretty much the same score. As the note here informs, you should fully build your website before starting with performance optimization. There is also a link to the documentation below this which offers more information about performance generally. We are ready to begin with the wizard, so I'll just click on the Let's Start button. This takes us to the Features page. Here you can disable Avada features to help reduce the code base of your site. I'll start by clicking on the Find Recommendations button at the top. When you click this, the wizard scans the website and presents you with recommendations under each feature to help you decide whether it's needed or not. The red recommendations are suggesting the option should be changed, the green one means that the current option setting is appropriate, and the blue ones are ones that require you to consider the option yourself. Take your time to go through each of these suggestions. You can set them all manually if you wish, but in this case I'm happy with all the recommendations, so I'm going to click the Apply All button at the top, which will apply all the recommendations in red. After making any changes to enabled features, a Save Changes button appears at the bottom. Make sure to click this to save your changes before heading to the next step. And so we come to the Icons page. Again, I'll just click on Find Recommendations, and the wizard scans the site to find which icons are being used. If it finds any being used from the Font Awesome subsets, it displays a list of them, showing which pages they are being used on and in total, and then makes some recommendations based upon what is found. In this case, it's saying that none of the subsets are being used, and on this site that's because all the icons are being loaded from a custom icon set. So here I can disable these 3 subsets. There's also a link at the bottom to the documentation for how to convert all your Font Awesome icons into a custom icon set for an improvement in load time. I'll just click Save Changes and then head to the next step. This takes us to step 4 of the wizard, Fonts. As it says at the top, in this step you can check which fonts are being loaded on your website and optimize how those fonts are served. Ensure all families and variants selected here are required. Less variants will mean less requests and therefore faster loading. Let's see what the recommendations are. Here it has found only 3 different font variants, which is just fine. Down in the font serving section, it looks like there are a few things to change. I'll just do that, and when I'm done, I'll save the changes and head to the next step. This takes us to the Avada Elements. Here you can determine which elements are left enabled. I'll just click on Find Recommendations, and the wizard scans the entire website to see which elements are being used and leaves only those selected. Clicking on Save Changes is going to disable all the elements not in use. This is one of the reasons to only run the wizard on completed websites, but it also reduces the DOM size by loading fewer elements. If you wanted to add more content to the site later on using a disabled element, you can always re-enable specific elements from the Builder Options page, found under Options, Builder Options from the Avada dashboard. In this case, I'm going to save the changes and move on. The penultimate step of the Performance Wizard is the Optimization page. Again, I'll just click the Find Recommendations button. This page is split up into 4 sections: Image and Video Optimization, JS Optimization, CSS Optimization, and Advanced Optimization. The first recommendation is to suggest I use a modern image format when uploading new images to the media gallery. You can also convert your existing images to one of these formats from the System Status page. See the Using Modern Format Images in Avada video for a full rundown on this process, but here I will just choose WebP. There are quite a few options here, and most of these are on the Performance tab of the Global Options. There are a few more items in red, and quite a few optional choices here, so take your time going through the sections on this page, as your choices will depend on your setup, plugins, and server. I'll just make my changes here. Okay, one of the last options here is the Enable Critical CSS option. Once I'm finished here, I'll head over and generate the critical CSS for the site. Okay, I'll just save my changes and click on Finish Wizard. This takes us to the Finish page, and it clears the site cache and assets. The wizard also looks at how many plugins you have, as these can have a big effect on performance. If you have missed any possible improvements, these will be listed on the right-hand side. At the bottom are some links to specific docs that can help with your understanding of website optimization and how to perform further optimization, such as optimizing for above-the-fold content and ensuring that your images are all the right size and optimized as well. Okay, so before we run the Lighthouse test again, let's look at the Critical CSS page. As the description says, here you can manage critical CSS for your pages and posts. Critical CSS is the CSS necessary for above-the-fold styling. When critical CSS is available, the rest of the styles are deferred, leading to a faster render time. For this site, I'll select all pages from the drop-down list and generate the critical CSS. This takes a while to run depending on the amount of content you have. Now for this example, I really only need to generate the CSS for the home page, as that's the only page I'm going to test. But in a real-world scenario, you would of course generate critical CSS for the whole site. Let's now go back to our incognito window and retest this site. I'll just refresh the page and then rerun the report. Okay, that's a much better score. The difference in score here is purely from changing options, as the content was already quite optimized, and I don't even have a caching plugin on this site. But when it comes to performance, the big reality is that it is just as often poorly chosen or optimized content contributing to poor scores, such as large sliders, too many animations, and images being too large, both in pixel dimension and kilobytes. See both the Avada Optimization Guide and the Image Format and Size Guide for more information on this. Also, for information on above-the-fold content, which also affects load performance, please see our How to Optimize Above-the-Fold Content for Performance video linked below. With page optimization, there are always more things you can do, like choosing faster hosting, running a CDN, installing a caching plugin, further optimizing your images, and much, much more. But the Performance Wizard is a great first step once you have completed your site to get it up to speed. And it's also important to remember what it is the Lighthouse test is emulating. It's not a real-world test with someone on a fast network connection. It's more of a controlled audit designed to mimic real-world low-end conditions, like a mid to low-end phone on decent 4G. So take your scores with a grain of salt and consider your users. But here, if we can get a score like this with these conditions, imagine how fast it will load for the majority of users. And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Avada tutorials and deep dives. And if you have any questions or need help, feel free to create a support ticket. Our team is always ready to help. As always, thank you for choosing Avada.